However, if you're a seasoned yogi like me, you can just sit down anywhere, even on the street, maybe on a towel, and go for Navasana. Navasana is one of my favorite poses, so I wouldn't dare to skip it, even in holiday, actually, especially in a holiday. Sorry, I forgot to mention one really important thing. Before you start this practice, please blow your nose. Really important. So, as usual, we start our practice by signaling everyone, mostly ourselves, with mantra Om. Inhale up, exhale down. Most importantly, follow your breath. I do a short breath hold, just for fun. Anyway, jump, step, or float into the lower plank. So that's it for the practice. As always, I encourage you to smile, be present, have a magical day in front of you. Welcome, my name is Tuoms, and this is Mindfulness and Yoga with Toms. And in this video, I will introduce you to the concept called travel yoga. Well, travel yoga means that you're on a travel, you don't have everything as usual, you don't have your yoga studio, you don't have your favorite teacher maybe even, and maybe you don't even have a comfortable yoga pants. Well, you don't need anything actually for practicing yoga. And in this video, I will show you how. For example, I have some special random clothes I borrowed, so they're not really terribly comfortable, they're not even yoga pants, but they're decent, I feel good in them, so they're good enough for practicing yoga. And so, first objection handled. Clothing. You don't need special clothing for yoga. Of course, if you, by yoga, you understand Ashtanga yoga, rocket yoga, or any specific type of yoga. Some types, yes, I agree, might not be comfortable in any clothing, so you might want to practice in something more comfortable. However, in order to practice yoga as a practice, you don't need anything. You can adapt your practice to wherever you are. So you're adapting practice instead of you're adapting to the practice. Oh, those are two different mindsets, and you can choose whichever you want depending of your outcome. And second objection is yoga mat. Well, I don't have a yoga mat either. However, I just borrowed this towel. Well, really thin travel towel, fits in really nice small surface, so you can roll it up nicely or just make a small pack of ball, and takes almost no space. So you don't even need this one, but it's actually nice to have something to lay around underneath you, so you can have a bit of peace and clean your feet afterwards, so you don't have to go through the rubbing your feet all the time by walking. Anyway, so this is my setup here. Regular comfortable clothing, nothing special, some towel underneath so my feet are clean, but doesn't give me much more than that. And other than that, let's start the practice. So, depending what you understand by yoga, what yoga means to you, for me it's bringing me back to the presence and taking care of my body, checking in with my flexibility and strength, and just making me feel good in general. And I use some bodily movements, breathing exercises, concentration of my mind, attention to my body and breathing, and in short, that's it. So, as usual, we start our practice by signaling everyone, mostly ourselves, with mantra Om to open up the class. So with inhalation, lift your hands up, reaching up to the sky, and with exhalation, bring your hands in front of your chest, pray position. Feel free to close your eyes, loosen out your body, take a deep inhale in. As we're standing here, as usual, before we jump into it, let's make intention for this practice. And your intention could be anything you like. Feel more relaxed, just spend some time with you to check in with yourself or energize yourself, whatever makes you happy after the practice. And with this intention set, my intention, by the way, for this class is to remind myself and remember to smile as often as I can. And that's it. If I catch myself many times smiling during this practice, I'm successful. And that's it. And with exhalation, release your hands, shake your shoulders, shake your body, and let's do a bit of a jump here. You can do jumping anytime, anywhere, no matter what. You don't need any yoga mat, nothing specific, and you don't need to go crazy. If you can dance, you can do yoga. If you can stand, you can do yoga. If you have body, you can do yoga. Well, I'm just doing whatever I want, whatever feels nice to my body. I'm just checking in at the moment. Any movements, trying something new I haven't done for a while, breaking the patterns. No. Buenos días. Sí. Okay. And from here, let's stop and shake ourselves out a bit more. Specifically hands, specifically legs. Loosen our neck. Well, I'm kind of expert at this, so my neck can go really fast and I'm just shaking it out. However, for most people it's recommended that you kind of go easy. And the reason is that because I do it so often and regularly, I can just pass like regular, nothing happened here. So because I do it regularly, there's no big tension there, so I'm not risking anything. But because if you're starting, I recommend going slowly and just warming up into it. Anyway, from here, there's so many things we could do. Now let's start with a bit of a breath work, one of my favorites, breath of fire. So with inhalation, I lift my hands up, reaching up to the sky, and with exhalation, bend my knees, bend my elbows. Let's do a bit of warm up. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up. Again, if you don't have comfortable clothes or shorts, you don't need to go low. Most importantly, you bring your elbows back, keep them at new angles. You can wiggle your fingers, inhale up, synchronize the movements with the breath. You can go only like this if it's fine for you. Inhale up, exhale down. You choose. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Synchronize the movements with your breath. If you know, practice Ujjayi breathing. If you don't know, check my video. Check the link in the description for Ujjayi breathing tutorial. Inhale up, exhale down. Most importantly, follow your breath. Inhale up and exhalation down. And let's go for breath of fire, which is rapid exhalation through the nose, contracting abdominal muscles inward. Exhaling abruptly, inhalations come automatically. You can do whatever you want with your hands. It helps if you keep them upwards above your shoulders. Helps if they're straight. Maybe you can do some movements if you feel like, and whenever ready, start and then stop whenever you want. And what I usually like to do after I stop, I do a short breath hold, just for fun. Anyway, take a deep inhale in. Sorry, I forgot to mention one really important thing. Before you start this practice, please blow your nose. Really important. Well, we all learn, we all make ourselves better. So, yeah, it's really nice if you, before the practice, blow your nose. If you have anything stuck in your nose, just makes this practice that much more comfortable. Anyway, let's return back to the sumo squat with arms up, anywhere you like them, and start. Deep inhale and breathe. Exhale to the nose. breath hold from now on. Deep inhale and returning back to the regular breathing here. This is my practice, specifically adapted to myself and my own body needs, and if you have different needs for yourself, I recommend you to adapt your practice to yourself. If you want advice from myself, you can always schedule a private class and I help you figure out your practice. However, these videos are for inspiration and my practice, so feel free to skip forward, skip any poses. However, do it mindfully. Know why you're skipping, and if you need to skip, you just skip it. And if you feel like following me, just sitting here, standing here in Prasarita Padottanasana C with your hands behind the back, interlaced fingers, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your hips. Try to keep your legs straight and just keep here in forward bend. With inhalation, halfway up, spine parallel to ground. Let's go for a twist. Hand on the ground or put it on the knee, however you want. You can twist from here, you can twist from here. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhalation to the middle, arms parallel to ground, exhalation switch. Either put your left hand onto your left knee, open up the chest to lift up, or put your left hand onto the ground. Twist, hold it. You can use blocks, any books. Keep your balance, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhalation to the middle, arms across, look forward, exhale here. And with inhalations, bend your knees, find yourself into the squat. Squat is another amazing pose. You don't need anything for that. Well, some clothing might actually make it a bit more uncomfortable, but then again, you don't need to go all the way down. However, my advice for you is, if you're searching for one, is don't buy clothing you cannot squat in. Don't buy clothing you cannot put your knee to your chest. Just not worth it. Seriously. If you're traveling like me, then you have limited space in your backpack, in your suitcase, and you don't want to waste your space with the clothing that's not functional, that's not comfortable, and clothing you cannot do yoga in. Well, it's not worth it. Just face it. Anyway, I'm lucky that these clothing allow me to do things I love to do. So nothing special, just regular shorts, regular t-shirt and shirt. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm happy traveler. So you can stay here in squat as long or as little as you like. However, if you're like me, you like those twists. So left hand around your left leg, and with inhalation lift up your right hand up to the sky. You can stay here or go for a twist, looking up to your right to the sky. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. With inhalation, lift up your right hand up to the sky, reach, final reach, and exhalation. Back to the middle, back to the squat. And let's go for other side. Right hand around your right leg, and with inhalation, lift up your left hand up to the sky, gently, with care. You can stay here, reaching up, stretching out, or have a bind behind the back, wherever you are, with a smile on your face, reminding your intention of the practice. Stay in a pose, either regular squat or twisting, for 3, 2, and 1. With inhalation, lift up your left arm up to the sky, reach up, and with exhalation, back to the middle, back to the squat. Well, next one is a bit tricky because you might prefer having some softer surface underneath you. However, if you're a seasoned yogi like me, you can just sit down anywhere, even on the street, maybe on a towel, and go for Navasana. Navasana is one of my favorite poses, so I wouldn't dare to skip it, even in holiday, actually especially in a holiday. So 3 minutes, Navasana hold. So start where you are, contract your abs, lean slightly backward, use your arms for support, lift your legs if you want, straighten your legs if you want, release the support in your arms whenever you like. Feel free to go for any variations you feel like. However, I do encourage you to stay with abdominal muscles contracted for these 3 minutes. Just enjoy, have a smile on your face, and let's do a bit of a breath work here. So inhale for count of 4, exhale for at least 5. Feel free to follow my guidance here, or just count yourself and follow your own rhythm, your own breathing. So inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Try to slow down your breathing if you feel like relaxing in this pose, or make your exhalations slightly longer than your inhalations. That stimulates your parasympathetic nervous system. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last 5. Inhale. Exhale. Enjoy the views, observe your breath. 4. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 3. Exhale. Two. Inhale. And slowly exhale, slowly exit the pose into the 1. And from here, balance on your sitting bones, hug your knees towards the chest. Relax your hip flexors here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet on the ground, twist to the right. Right hand behind the back, left hand on outside of your right knee. Twist, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhalation to the middle, exhalation, twist to your left. Right, left. So, twist to your left, right hand outside of your left knee, look over your left shoulder, try to bring your left hand as close as possible to your spine to make it as straight and upright as possible. Hold it for 3. With each exhalation, twisting a bit more. 2, and 1. Inhalation to the middle. Release any tension you might have. Cross your legs, lean forward, and let's go for tabletop position. For doing one of my favorites, cat and cow. Inhale, open, pelvis up, chin up. Exhale, close, chin to the chest, pelvis forward. You can do this also standing. Inhale, open, pelvis up, chin up. Exhale, close, chin to the chest, pelvis forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Feel free to continue like this in a seated position. Or if you feel like it, you can do the same thing standing. Inhale. So actually exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Open up arms, pelvis back, chest open. Arms reaching back. Exhale, close. Arms. Really try to reach for the ground. Pelvis forward, chin to the chest. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. So there's so many variations. So you don't need to follow exactly. Most importantly, you follow the principles. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And from here, let's go for a downward facing dog. One of the yoga classics here. So, as I said, there's not much requirements for doing downward facing dog. Just a bit of a grip. So try to find a surface on which you have plenty of grip. Try to straighten your arms, put your butt back and up. Push your chest closer to your knees. Stretch those shoulders. Look between the legs, shake your neck out, release any tension there, and just stay here. You can always go for a child's pose. Stretch your shoulders, relax your legs. Whenever you are, just enjoy the pose for a couple of breaths. With inhalation, jump or step forward, halfway up, spine parallel to the ground, and with exhalation, forward bend all the way down. Let's stay here in forward bend for 3. Bend your elbows, grab them on each side. 2, and 1. Inhalation, gently with control, lift yourself up into the standing position, into the mountain pose. Release any tension, shake things out. We're not going to bring any tension, stress during our practice, so feel comfortable in yourself, in your body. So, whenever you're ready, let's do a couple of sun salutations. Yoga classics here. With inhalation, depending how much space you have to the sides, you might need to go with the hands towards the front or towards the back or towards the sides. And exhalation, forward bend gently like an autumn leaf, fall down. With inhalation, halfway up, spine parallel to the ground. And with exhalation, step or jump back into the plank. Feel free to switch legs, whichever you want, play around, be curious, and with exhalation, find yourself into the lower plank. With inhalation, upward facing dog, cobra, or any other variation. For the chest opener here, bending your back, maybe do the Sphinx. I haven't done the Sphinx, one of my favorite ones. Exhalation, downward facing dog. And just enjoy the downward facing dog or the child's pose. Suit yourself. Wherever you are, enjoy the pose and be present for a couple of breaths. So let's take a deep inhale for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1, and a nice gentle exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. With inhalation, jump or step forward, halfway up, spine parallel to the ground, and exhalation, forward bend all the way down. With inhalation, stand up, reach up, arms go up to the sky. Really stretch yourself like a child or a cat in the morning, and with exhalation find yourself into the mountain pose. With inhalation, arms reach up to the sky. Optional back bend here if you feel like one. And with exhalation, let yourself loose, forward fold. With inhalation, halfway up, spine parallel to the ground, and with exhalation, arms on the ground, jump, step or float into the lower plank. Inhalation, upward facing dog, open up the chest, and exhalation, downward facing dog. Feel free to stay here in down dog, but if you're curious, you can lift up your right leg up to the three-leg dog and hold it as straight as possible, squaring your hip, pushing your chest closer to your left knee, and hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Bend your right knee, open up the chest, twist, open up your right hip, look underneath your right shoulder, your right armpit. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. With inhalation, straighten out into the three-leg dog. Exhalation, down to the downward facing dog, reminding your intention of your practice. With inhalation, switch sides. Lift up your left leg. If you need to, you can pause the video anytime you want, take a break, and continue with the practice. For 3, 2, and 1. With inhalation, open up the chest, bend your left knee, open up the hip, lift it to the sky. Look underneath your left armpit for 3. Remind yourself to push your chest closer to your right knee. 2, and 1. With inhalation, straighten out, three-leg dog. Exhalation, down into the downward facing dog. And whenever ready, with inhalation and a smile, jump, step, float, halfway up, spine parallel to the ground. Exhalation, forward fold all the way down, relax. And with inhalation, stand up into the standing position, reaching arms up to the sky, maybe even a back bend here. And exhalation, mountain pose. Let's go for one more. It's so fun and so energizing. So let's do one more time. Inhale up, exhale down. Follow the pattern of your own breathing. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Wherever you are, downward facing dog, child's pose, or just getting here, enjoy the pose or transition for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And if you feel like it, you can try to kick up into the handstand. Jump, kick, lift up. Maybe try a couple of times to get your concentration in order till you feel comfortable, and then stay there for as long or as little as you like. Exhalation, forward bend all the way down, and with inhalation, let's meet up into the standing position, into the mountain pose. Let's take a couple of breaths here, looking forward, observing your body, observing your mind, and observing your heart. And that's it. Because we're traveling, we want to end up on a high note. We want to continue on our journey, follow the path, and be aware, be energized, and be focused. So actually awake for everything that's happening around us. So with this said, let's finish up the class and chanting mantra Om with gratitude. So inhalation, lifting hands up to the sky. Exhalation, arms in front of your chest, pray position. Feel free to close your eyes, take a deep inhale into your belly, into your chest. As always, take a brief moment here to check into your body once more. Notice any physical senses and sensations here. Notice how you feel after the practice. Notice your mind, the thoughts coming in and out of your mind. Observe. And then observe your heart. Put a smile on your face and observe again. Notice if there's any change in emotional state you're at the present moment. And when you're ready, open up your eyes, check things out, and continue on with your day. Or do some more yoga, or some more playing around, maybe some handstands, rolling, anything you like. So that's it for the practice. As always, I encourage you to smile, be present, have a magical day in front of you, and continue enjoying your life to the fullest. Sending you greetings from Tenerife, Puerto de la Cruz. Up here, down behind me, there's Playa Martínez. That's the place where I usually do yoga classes here. And if you feel like joining me, subscribe for more videos, like and share, comment below. As always, see you on the next one.